Here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to make this, or how I'm going to be breaking down this really apocalyptic beat. It's going to be like a Post Malone, Rockstar, Trippy Red, Dark Knight Dummo, kind of maybe even Lil Durk, Back in Blood type beat. But I'm going to show you how I made this in just a few minutes. So yeah, let's get it. So first thing I added was this snare, just called ET Basic Snare, and the tempo is this kind of a mid-tempo, about 62. You can make it. The sample I used is about 62. But yeah, I just double timed it. But yeah, let's get into this right here. So this is the snare, and here's what that sounds like. One sec. And all I really added was just some reverb, just to give it a little more space. Where's this? Yeah, just some reverb and a little bit of EQing, just to cut out some lows and highs. And next was this first hi-hat pattern, and here's what this sounds like. And with that, I just added some reverb and a little bit of EQing. Next was this 808 pattern. This 808 I got from my Crossroads kit. And here's what this sounds like. Yeah, real nice. It's a really low sounding 808. So, but you'll feel it. You won't really hear it, but you'll definitely feel it, especially like if you play this in a car or something. Next is this kick that kind of complements the 808. This is a 16 bar kick. So I have the first pattern here, all the way up to bar 8. And then I have this same pattern with some notes cut out here and here, and a little bit of velocity changes and some rolls and stuff that makes it sound really nice. Here's what that sounds like. Yeah, so that really just complements the 808 pattern, and it kind of ties it all together. Sounds really nice. Next is this second hi-hat pattern, which is really just the first hi-hat pattern with just some extra hats to make it more moving. And this is for like the verse and whatnot. Here's what this sounds like. And yeah. And that's it for the drums. Here's what they all sound like together. Oh, actually, also, I added this other open hat here. It's really small sounding sound. You won't really hear it, but it just kind of gives it a little more, like punctuation when you'll feel it a little more. Here's what this sounds like. like the sound of it because it sounds like a sword being unsheathed or some shit. I don't know. But here's what all the drums sound like together. And to make sure that the 808 and the kick don't clash, all I did with the 808, put a giant reverb, cut out the highs where the kick was hitting. And for the kick, I just went and cut out the highs too and made the lows a little more prominent. So here comes the main part, which is the melody. So the melody here I got from this other song from this guy in the underground called Shleen Pink. You guys should really go check him out. He's a really talented dude. I sampled his song Shifuku, and I just basically pitched it down like 100 cents, I think. And here's what that sounds like. So here's like the first piece of the sample that I used. Oh, hold on one sec. It has effects on it right now. Let me take those off. Which gross beat is this? Okay, so what I did in the end, I really just added this gross beat. It's just the simple presetted basic 8, and I turned the time down. And I'm also gonna put on all these other, all these other effects here, just so I don't forget. And all these effects you see here, all these all these automation clips, these are for verse and this last piece at the end, which I will explain in a minute. So there was also another piece of this, which is with a bell that I added. This was actually originally another song I made, but I didn't really like the way it came out. I thought it sounded really heavy, but that's kind of what I was going for, but a little less and more mixed. So here's what this sounds like with the bell. I feel like that bell would really get stuck in people's heads some more, so it really helps. And also this same bit, just with the bell reaching a higher note, and with the riser of the city under attack, which is kind of what I wanted to go for. Here's what this sounds like. Yeah, it might sound pretty bad so far, but trust me, it'll get much better. So after you have all of the melodies set out, I went in and I, of course, added some other counter melodies just to complement this main melody. So first thing I did was add this ending melody, which has a lot of effects on this. Right here. It's called Soundtrack, and it is from Citrus, and that's just the preset. It's called Soundtrack. And here is what this sounds like. All I did was put this Wish Wash 2 presetted gross beat, time all the way up, and this low filter, EQ'd it a little bit, cut out some lows, made the highs more prominent, and add some reverb. And here's what this sounds like. Yeah, it's like really bouncy and ambient. It'll really make the last bit of the song much better, in my opinion. And next, I added these counter melody bells, which kind of just complement the main bell melody. And here's what these sound like. All I did was add the same gross beat preset I did for the hold up. All I did was add this reverb and I think a gross beat as well. I don't know if that's the preset, but here's what this sounds like. Yeah, so it actually has the same preset as the that other counter melody, and it has just a little bit of reverb, just to make it sound a little more ambient. And actually, I went back after all of the counter melodies, and I wanted this sort of a sub bass, just to kind of punctuate pieces of the melody together. So I just had the sub bass playing right about in the beginning here. What is happening? Right here. Here's what this sounds like if you can hear it. This is called Tin, by the way, and it's also from Citrus. It's one of those really low sounds that, again, you can't really hear, but you can definitely feel the difference it makes in the song. And next, I went in and I added some more last piece melodies. So here is just the same bells that were playing from the Dark Woods preset, same notes. This is the Moon Ray preset in Citrus, of course. I made these counter melodies mainly in Citrus. I may have used Omnisphere once, but here's what these sound like. All I did for this is I added this interesting gross beat preset. It's just Wish Wash 2 with a little bit of time change and this preset. So if you want to copy this, go ahead, leave that up. You can pause the video, of course. And I also added this gate here that just goes in and out, just to make it more have more feel to it. And these last two gates were a little bit unpressed, but you can't really tell the difference. And this I'll get into a little bit. I just added a little bit of reverb, of course, make the beats very reverby. And here's what this sounds like. And it's really at like high pitched, and it plays around here, it gives it a little more of a different feel here at the end. So in the end, there's this vocal bend in the song, and it really changes the whole aspect of the song, and it kind of sounds like the one they had in Rockstar by Post Malone, but it's a little bit different than theirs. I wanted to make my own like vocal bend, so I had this bass playing here, so I'm actually going to get into the process of making the vocal bend. So I had this bass here, it's called Deep 2, and I got this from Omnisphere, I think, maybe not. Oh no, I also got this from Citrus, of course. But it's just this natural bass playing. All I did was add a little bit of distortion, and EQ'd, cut out the highs, turn up the lows. Here's what this sounds like. Yeah, it's really deep sounding bass. So let me get into one second. What I have here for the vocal bend at the end. Excuse me. Anyways, bless myself, I guess I could say. Here at the end, I have this whole vocal bend going on here. I have these, which I'll get into in a minute. But I added this. Excuse me, man. I don't know what's going on. But I have these. I have a half speed on the main melody, with also a gate going on. Or no, it's just a half speed. Oh, I may have half speeded it. Oh, no. So I reversed the melody. It's on reverse, and this gate is empty. And I also half timed it and put this 2-beat gate on it. Again, these are all classic gross beat presets you can just find in the preset gross beat. And I also have this flanger on the main melody here. If you want, you can copy these presets. Just pause the video. And next I just have this other gross beat, which is the reverse. And for the stellium thing, I added this gross beat at the end, which is this. This is the gross beat for the stellium. And I changed the volume from up to down. And I also added this giant reverb to make it more open. So here's what this sounds like without this last vocal chop here. Oh shit. One sec. Sorry, you couldn't hear that. Okay, here's what it sounds like. Yeah, so that's just that little bit, but also there's this vocal chop I made in sound design, and I put this volume pitch changer here, and I had two on two different octaves. One I pitched all the way down, and one I just remained similar pitch, and I had this pitch release thing that was going on here. So here's what this sounds like together. Yeah, and I just have this with a gate on it just to make it kind of go up and down, up and down. And here's what they all sound like for this last vocal bend. And yeah, that's about it. There's just these last things here, risers, just this, and this last gunshot, stock gunshot that I pitched down a little bit. And that's about it. My computer's about to die, so I gotta finish this quick. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing if you like the video. Comment what you want to see next, and I will see you guys later. Peace.